to today's episode of The Daily Blend. I am your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Amani Zaire. She is one of the artists in residence at Orr Street Studios. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am good. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. I'm excited.
So, artist for how long?
I have been an artist pretty much my entire life, but I started primarily painting a few years ago. It's been about 3 years now, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was it just, I feel like this is something I want to do. I feel drawn to this.
Yeah, I always felt connected to art. I always felt like that was like a good outlet for me. So it's kind of been in my family, in my entire life. So. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Okay. And so this artist in residence,
Yes.
How does it feel to be part of that program?
It's absolutely amazing. I love the program. It's actually kind of surreal because I would go to the First Fridays as I was growing up in high school. And so being part of the program, having my own studio is such an amazing experience. And I'm so thankful for it.
Yeah.
I love Orr Street, so I'm very excited.
Yes, I would imagine so. Yeah. And have you gotten to meet some of the other artists? And
yeah, I attend a lot of the events. I like to go to the First Fridays. I'm usually there on First Fridays, so I am popping around talking to artists the entire time. Yeah.
Okay, and so how much time are you spending in your studio over there?
It kind of varies because I have a lot of classes right now. I try to spend at least 2 to 3 days in there, spending time in there a week, so that I'm making sure to work on my own personal projects as well. Sometimes I bring projects home. Sometimes I bring projects back to the studio. It's a lot.
Yeah. Are you ever not thinking about your projects?
No. It's kind of always.
Yeah. It's always in your mind.
Always in the back of my mind. Yeah.
Yeah. You wake up I should do this.
Yes. It's always oh, what do I have to do today? What's next? Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. What has been your favorite part so far? I know you're new into the residency, but what has been your favorite part so far?
I think that I would say my favorite part is the community. I love the other artists in residence. I love talking to them and being able to share our ideas. I love that community aspect. I think that's my favorite part. And also having the space.
Yes. Yeah, I would imagine so. Because having that space.
Yes, the space is really
dedicated
important.
Space for your supplies and, all your things. I would imagine that's pretty nice.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. Okay, so I know that people can come to Orr Street right now. You have things on display in the color black.
Yes.
Right, at Orr Street Studios. And that exhibition is running through the 22nd
The 22nd,
of this month.
The 22nd.
And I mean, there are a ton of artists who are featured.
Yes, there
but yours are in there.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a couple pieces in.
What kind of pieces do you have in the show?
The work that I make is focused on the Black diaspora and my experiences within the Black diaspora and sort of depoliticizing the Black image that's highly politicized. So the pieces that I have in the show are kind of reflections of that, of symbolism of Black culture and Black identity, but also creating safe spaces for Black people to feel comfortable in. And I want to make work that people feel represented in and they can see themselves in.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the work that's in the show and the work that I make in general. I work through a lot of mediums, a variety of mediums. The paintings that are in the show are an oil painting and an acrylic painting. So,
okay. So you do kind of all kind of mediums.
I do all kinds of things. I do sculptures, I do embroidery, I do different types of fiber work. Painting is my primary medium, but I like to experiment with a lot of things.
Yeah, as I've been talking to artists, I noticed that most artists have experimented with lots of things.
Yes.
They may have a primary, but it's a creative mind.
It absolutely is, yeah. And I also work with writing and poetry in some of my work. I'm working on some collage pieces right now that incorporate pieces of poetry in them too. So I'm kind of bringing in a lot of things.
Okay. Yeah. But isn't it nice to have the freedom,
it is,
to be able to do that?
It is, yeah, and the space to be able to do that. The freedom to do it and allowing myself to do that, but also having the space to spread out and do a bunch of mediums at once is so amazing. It's really great.
I would imagine so. I would imagine so. And so you said you've been going to events at Orr Street since you were in high school or before high school?
Yeah, it was in high school. I started probably my sophomore year. I did a mentorship program with Columbia Art League, and so I was kind of introduced to that scene in my sophomore year. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you've been, I mean, you're young, but you're
Yeah.
like, I've been doing this a few years.
I've been here. I've been here. Yeah,
I've
I've
been
been
doing this
here.
a few years.
Yeah.
I would imagine so. And so
Yeah.
where do you get your inspiration? Is it from your life? Is it from what you see around you?
Yeah, it's a lot of it is from my personal life experiences and the discrimination and oppression that I've experienced, but also the experiences of those around me. I also draw inspiration from a lot of artists. I look at a lot of Black contemporary artists for inspiration, a lot of readings, James Baldwin, lots of things. So yeah, I draw a lot of inspiration from different areas so that my work has an overall complete view.
Okay, so are you one of the kinds of artists that as soon as something pops in your mind, do you need to get it out right then?
I have a lot of sketchbooks.
Okay, I was gonna ask you.
Yes, I have about like 4 or 5 sketchbooks running at once, and I also just will write something down on like a good piece of paper too. Yeah, I have to get it out.
Okay, yeah, I wonder, as somebody with a creative mind, as soon as
Yeah.
that thing is in there, I have to put it down somewhere.
Yes,
Because
yeah.
it can also be gone quick.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Like as quick
Yeah.
as it comes in.
Yeah,
be on its way out.
I'll be in the studio thinking about like one thing, and then immediately it jets over to another one. Yeah.
Okay, so the picture that's up right now is the butterfly that's
Yes,
downtown
yeah.
in Alley A.
Yes. Yeah.
No idea. I honestly, I don't know if I ever even thought about like it just showed up one day. Look at this
Yeah.
beautiful mural, and I mean we've all taken pictures there, and
Right.
you participated in that.
Yes,
What
I was
that
one of the
like?
artists. It was absolutely amazing. It was through the CARE program. I got placed with Resident Arts. And Madeleine Lemieux, she was my mentor during that. And there were 3 other artists as well as her assistant, but we designed the piece, we painted it. It was a really great experience. And we were there for the opening of it as well. And my name's on the plaque.
Okay, so now we know that when we go down to the butterfly, we need to look. We need to
Yes.
look and see Amani's
Yes.
name down there. Like,
Yes,
we
I
got to
will be
find it.
there.
Okay,
Yeah.
we got to find it.
Yes,
Well,
yeah.
thank you so much. This has been
Thank
so great
you.
talking to you and getting to know you.
Yes.
And we will look forward to seeing all the great work that's coming from you. But for now, people can find your work on display at Orr Street Studios.
Yes.
The Color Black.
Yes.
Through February 22nd.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, well,
Thank
it
you
was
so
so
much.
good to have you here.
Thank you.